Hey crew, Alan Burt from Blue Stout here, and today I want to talk to you about how do you increase your revenue and profits from your existing traffic and from your existing customer base. So at Blue Stout, we use a process that we call inversion, and I'll talk you through exactly what this inversion process is. But it's a process we go through at every single client that we onboard, and it's the way that we're able to identify in their purchase funnel, right, in their store, in the process the customer is going from first introduction with their brand all the way to purchase. We're able to identify the areas and the levers that they have to pull that's going to help them increase revenue and increase profit without having to drive more traffic. And what I want to do today is walk you through that exact process and framework so you can start to think about it and apply it to your own business. And if anything today that we talk about, if anything in this process is interesting, if it's something that you want to go through and apply to your brand as well, just head over to bluestout.com/strategy. That's bluestout.com/strategy. And you can book a call with myself or somebody from our team. We'll sit down with you for 30 to 60 minutes and actually do a deep dive into the business and apply this framework with you so you can see where your opportunities are. So let's talk about how do you invert the purchase funnel process in order to drive more revenue and profit without having to drive more traffic. So this concept of inversion isn't new. In fact, it's something that you hear spoken a lot about by guys like Charlie Munger, Warren Buffett. And essentially the whole premise is that if you determine where you want to go at the end, you can then work your way backwards, right? So the best way to actually achieve and get to the place you want to be is by pinpointing what that is and then working the steps backwards and determining what you need to change or what you need to accomplish in order to get there. So the way that we apply this in e-commerce is essentially understanding that at the end of the day, you really only have a few levers that you can pull to drive more actual revenue through your store. That's traffic, you can drive more traffic, conversion rates, you can increase or decrease, right, the conversion rates on your store, and then you can also affect the customer lifetime value of your customers. And your customer lifetime value is a factor of their average order value, so how much are they actually purchasing from you when they buy, and then how many times they're actually coming back to buy again and again, so their repeat purchase rate. So specifically, when we're looking at brands, we don't look at traffic first. In fact, we very rarely look at traffic to begin with. The first thing we want to look at and see where we can influence and where we can improve is customer lifetime value. If we can help you improve your average order value through things like upsells, cross-sells, etc., or if we can increase your repeat purchase rate, either through things like email campaigns, through SMS campaigns, or through things like subscription programs, both of which are going to generate a higher customer lifetime value, that's the absolute first place you want to start. Because by changing just to that metric, by focusing on those inputs that are going to change that metric, we can automatically drive higher profit margins and higher revenue on the exact same amount of traffic and on the exact same amount of customers. So we always look first at how can you increase customer lifetime value. And then once you've pulled those levers, then you look at conversion rates. So how can you improve the conversion rates on your store? How can we improve brand desirability, product desirability? How can we increase that emotional connection a customer has with our brand, with our product? And then how do we reduce all those barriers to purchase that they're going to encounter by understanding who that customer is and then logically breaking down those barriers for them. That's how you increase conversions. So step number one, focus on how can you increase lifetime value, customer lifetime value through things like upsells, cross-sells, things that increase average order value, how to increase customer repeat purchase rates through email campaigns, SMS campaigns, membership programs, loyalty programs, subscription programs, etc. And then how can you focus on conversion rates? So that's the order that you should be working in. And then once you've got those two dialed in, it's gonna make it much easier to drive more traffic and then scale up from there. So hopefully that was helpful. If you have any questions, don't hesitate, go over to bluestout.com/strategy. I'd love to talk to you.